What we're doing on this is we're replacing the oil pan with something that looks a little bit more like the Land Rover's oil pan. I'll come over here. You see that. It's going to give it enough clearance to meet the steering arms, but because it's a different shape, we have to use an oil pickup tube that's slightly different for that oil pan type. Something the kit recommends is it's like a little clip that's going to fit right in there. That's arriving later today. Clean this up here where the gasket's going to attach. What really comes in handy is using those little like red Scotch-Brite Dremel attachments. When we go to change the oil pan for the F-body type or the muscle car oil pan, because the oil pan is so thin at the beginning of the engine, it hits against the windage tray. Windage? Hits that tray. So what we have to do is mark it and then just slice it. Get some fuzz here, but basically I just took a line straight across and cut it. So now we'll get that tray to fit. Okay, so one of the things, probably if you go with the cheaper, less expensive oil pan from eBay versus the fancier one, is the dipstick hole is not going to be cut. So we're going to have to cut a dipstick hole, which involves, in this case, drilling through the block. So what we've got to do is, basically there's a little place down here where it's flat, where for some of these engine builds, that would be drilled in the factory and then it would pass through the windage tray here. But that wasn't the case with this particular motor, so we're just going to drill a little hole through the block and allow the dipstick to pass right through. Then put the oil pan back on and we should be good. Should be. Got our spot lined up where the dipstick's going to be. So here's what we did. We have this guy here, and ta-da! We flipped the engine back over, gonna put the oil pan back on, but I'll just show you how that dipstick fits. So basically we drilled right through there. There's a hole in the windage tray for it, and it comes up and it just sticks out a little bit. We'll kind of know when the engine's all put together and I have the right amount of oil in it, I'll know where this lines up, whether or not I need to get a longer dipstick or if I have to cut this one down. Okay, so we're using a torque wrench for this. This is the, I think it's the cheapest digital torque wrench you can get on Amazon. Half-inch drive. I tend to need torquey things that are more in the half-inch world. So if I need smaller things, I just use an adapter. But we're gonna start kind of towards the. We'll start on the back ones, not the far rear. I'll just get these down to like 5 or so, and then I'll work my way around. And eventually we're gonna get torque everything to 18, and then 10 on the back, on the top ones. I'm gonna go to 18, you go. Here. And we'll work our way up and across. Looks like we're done with the bottom end of this engine, and we can flip it over. So recap what we do with the project is you're going to need a new oil pan, one that kind of matches what the profile of the Discoveries is like. Kind of a low spot and a big thick bit. Yeah, oil pan gasket, RTV the corners. We're going to change the oil pickup tube so it picks up here rather than the truck style, which picks up here. And we trimmed the windage tray about right here so it didn't hit up here. So the oil flows down into here, it gets picked up by that new pickup tube. And yeah, so let's flip this engine over.